Three, two, one. Okay, so
Your favorite basketball player of all time is
not Caitlin Clark. Mine personally would.
No.
I was gonna say we will go there.
We got to dip our toes in this now because everybody's talking about it. Stephen A. Smith is getting yelled at on his own show about this shit, so we got to go in.
Is he?
Yeah, because I mean.
Well, I mean, he's on Reese's side clearly.
Yeah, and but he's also saying like he's somebody was on talking. Or, I mean, essentially they're talking about how the foul earned around the world now is good because like Caitlin Clark's a rookie. Like this is the way hotshot rookies are treated in any league.
They beat the shit out of Michael Jordan that they had to change the rules.
But it turned into this thing where like Stephen A. Smith is saying like where's the coverage on this, and one of the people on his panel was saying, well, you've had this platform for years, you could have been talking about it. And then it turns into Stephen A. Smith going like, I've done more for the WNBA than any other commentator, which I don't know. I'm not going to say no to that, but that's very Stephen A. Smithy.
I'm going to call it bullshit. I'm just going to say it. There's no basis or anything.
No one has done more for women than Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, women that play basketball.
Right.
Than Stephen A. Smith.
But I think it's what.
Well, who's done more than him now is Caitlin Clark.
Well, and I think what a lot of people are coming around
crazy
to.
Sarcastic about
is the point that you've made when we've had this discussion off mic is the WNBA got the marketing wrong on this.
Correct.
Is they should have done the Magic Bird.
Yes.
Angle.
Why? I don't know why they wouldn't.
It's
one of them has a championship and one of them doesn't.
Yeah, but they've allowed the narrative to be Caitlin Clark's this angel and Angel Reese is the devil.
Right.
And then, of course, you're going to get people interpreting that in terms of modern day context, whereas it should be like these both are on equal.
They have a rivalry already built in.
What counts more, cred or rings? But
and again, yeah, I don't give a fuck what rings. Ask Robert Ory that question.
But yeah, I mean they should have come in as like this is good.
They came in together. They had a built-in rivalry. They just played a national championship together against each other.
Yeah. 2 year before.
Ago. Yeah. But yeah, like lean into that fucking shit.
No.
Let everybody else decide who's the villain in this art.
Which is, I mean, that's what whoever's in charge of that of creating the narrative in the WNBA.
I mean,
I'm not saying be fired, but you need to go back to the drawing board.
But it started in college too. But the NBA, WNBA,
and people call that out in like when they were in college, going like, "Why is it we're picking on this girl and not picking on this one?" And of course, then as soon as you ask that question. In today's world, the Twitterverse, the TikTokverse immediately comes in.
Well, plus everybody hates
this one's black
LSU.
and that one's white.
Everybody hates LSU.
Yeah, I get that.
I know. My kid graduated from there. So
whatever. It's
and their coach.
I don't like LSU football. I don't have anything against LSU as an institution.
Oh, they're a good institution.
Yeah. So and honestly, that's the first time I really, other than when it's like. One of the coaches going for like a record, like if it's like Gino trying to beat out Pat Summitt's record, but I never watched girls college tournament for the actual players until that recently. LSU team just ran the gamut on it. And then of course the following year you're watching it because they're playing a higher caliber than what the men are doing
now
in college.
Yes.
Yeah. Although. There was a funny one I saw today.
So what two teams do they play for again now?
Reese is on the Chicago Sky, and Caitlin Clark is on Indiana Fever.
Of course, it's Chicago and Indiana.
Yeah, exactly. So you have like it's.
So wait, Caitlin Clark's on Indiana?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And Angel Reese is in Chicago. Yeah.
Like nobody planned that at all. That wasn't in the script.
Right. They're both in the Midwest. They're both in the... I haven't looked at the standings, so I don't know where they are comparable to each other, but I'm assuming they're in the same conference.
Yeah. Right.
It's like... It was there. Like, and you already had a model for it with a shoe contract already laid out for you, and the WNBA marketing missed it completely.
Just think of the iconic McDonald's commercials that they could have created.
They still can. You just have to retool it at this point. But you're right. Like I mean, it was, and then of course that would have laid the stage for like what, in 6-7 years.
Yeah.
The actual MJ of the WNBA to come up and be like, oh, how are they going to compete against these two established superstars?
Yeah, and plus it's going to get other girls wanting to play basketball too.
Yeah.
I don't care. I got a daughter. Let's go, motherfucker.
There's scholarship money in it. So.
Yeah, there is. Hey, Graham, we need that soccer scholarship.
We could get to it later if we want. I don't know how long Louisiana's going to have it in the budget for the TOPS program, but that's a discussion
for another one for sure. Jack's band's back together.
Yeah, you told me.
I know, but I'm just excited. All right, carry on. The Knicks.
Are they going to be playing like a WNBA halftime? Because that'd be cool.
Oh my god, I think I could. I could probably make that happen.
I'm surprised we don't have a WNBA team down here, but
yeah.
Next round of expansion.
We can't have any nice things here in New Orleans.
Nope.
The Knicks, so close. Like how?
But like, even fans were getting injured by the end of that series.
Yeah, I think he gave me a call to play point guard at some point. But I had to turn it down.
Yeah.
I had prior engagements.
Well, and when that happened, I think that's when like the magic of '94 repeating
went away.
Not. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Pacers looked good, then they just got. I guess the Celtics are that good.
They are.
Or either the Pacers ran out of their mojo, and the Celtics are that good.
Pacers, there's no way the Pacers were going to shoot 60-something% from three. You know,
it was like 70% in that one game.
Yeah, it was fucking like they couldn't miss.
Yeah.
For the entire series. It just.
Yeah.
And then next series not so much.
But I do like it that. Well, and maybe it's because I've been not paying attention to other teams. But like particularly that Pacers team, it's like I didn't know anybody on that team.
I don't know anybody on a lot of these teams.
Yeah.
Like I know the cats in Dallas only because they're, Dallas is close to here.
Yeah.
And he's Serbian.
Yeah.
So just like Jokic.
But they also had like Kyrie Irving on that team, so. And we all know.
And Kyrie Irving played for Boston.
Yeah, for a minute, yeah.
Was it more than a minute?
A couple of seasons, yeah. But
I always thought he had issues.
Yeah, apparently he's got them worked out, working with.
Yeah, well, I mean, you work for Mark Cuban. I mean, I would think that you're taken care of.
Right.
Both in the basketball realm and your mental state.
But it is interesting that now you're looking at like the teams with the Serbians, with the Serbs on them, are the ones that are like in solid contention. Which
7 foot.
They've been
Serbians.
saying that for years. Of that, like the influx of European players coming in. Like eventually they were going to. You started seeing it in the world competitions, whether it's the Olympics or in the FIBA championships.
Basically the World Cup of basketball.
But now, I mean, like versus like back in the day when it was like Manu and Tony Parker coming over,
like France, and
you're getting this influx of like really dominant dudes.
Nowitzki was German.
Yeah.
But and then now the talent level that is just below the NBA, go over there and play.
Right.
Because basketball's huge over there.
Right. Fucking even Rick Pitino went over and coached in Greece for a couple of years to get his fucking cred back. And
you got to go somewhere.
And nearly got St. John's pretty far. But,
Oh, God, I keep forgetting that he's... How long's he been back?
A year or two, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shows you how much I follow that sport.
Yeah. They were too busy watching the women's game.
Hey, man.
How times have changed.
Yeah, they have. So, anyways, Boston, Indiana.
No. You're going back to that?
They swept them, right?
Yeah.
No. Indiana won one game.
No, I thought they got swept. Who is playing Dallas? They got one. One Dallas.
Minnesota?
Yeah. I think Dallas like took a night off being like, we need to stay a little fresher. So like,
and now they don't play for a month. I'm dead serious. I think it's like June 6th.
Is it now they're gonna like start the new season with the finals?
Yeah. Here comes the new season, but first, a 7-game series.
Yeah, let's figure out who the champion is.
Yeah.
And then we'll go into preseason.
Like they literally want it to go until July.
Yeah.
So there is no off season.
It doesn't seem like, because like summer leagues start in mid-July. Yeah. And then that goes right up to preseason.
Hockey's the same way.
Yeah, I guess. Well, and soccer essentially too. So
get it together, NFL. You fucking pussies.
Well, at least you didn't say baseball.
Baseball's year round.
Almost, but I mean they still take off the bulk of the winter. But
you can't play baseball in the winter.
But whenever they do the World Baseball Classic, that fucks with everything. So
when is that again? Is that next year?
No, they had it last year, so it should be in 3 years.
I thought it was 2 years ago.
No, it was last year because remember it was last like March.
Yeah, it's always before the season.
There was a ton of Cardinals played in it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then,
I remember.
And then we fucking shit the bed for the season.
Who's the Cardinal who played for Japan or something?
You're Newbar.
Yeah.
I was going through Japanese players.
No. That's why I've said Newbar, right?
Yeah, because he's half Japanese. Yeah.
Newbar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lars. You know,
that guy.
That ancient samurai name.
What the fuck? That's why I mentioned, because that stuck out. So yes, that was last year. That is awesome. Lars. And never mind, I'm not going to do it. Coming to bat for Japanese.
I was going to say, it's
Lars.
Like if he is Japanese, then Newtbar is his first name and Lars is his surname. I don't think that's the case, but
that would be wow.
What are you naming your son? Newtbar.
Newtbar.
Okay.
Newtbar. What? Lars. Wow. Okay, so Champions League, real quick. Real Madrid are inevitable. They are fucking Thanos. And Dortmund played them perfect. And then, like I said, this game I said it at halftime, yeah?
I think we both said it.
This
it was
game reeks of Real Madrid scoring in the 70th minute.
Yeah.
75th minute. After.
And it was the 74th.
74th minute.
Which, that one was, they came out after halftime, which, of course, like we were talking about
yep.
that's kind of Ancelotti's strategy. It's like, give them the first half, see what the other team's doing, like come out with your general game plan, but then go into the locker room and like, okay, this is what they're doing, this is how we're going to counter. Yep. Then they came out after halftime, and then they controlled possession for the entire second half.
Still didn't make neither team, and I think this is why Dortmund lost. He got outmanaged. He should have put in fresh legs in the 60th minute.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to mess up what was going on in the game, and it cost him because they made 2 tired mistakes.
Yeah.
And it cost him goals because Real Madrid.
Particularly the second one. The second one was just bad.
Tired legs, like tired mind. Like I know my.